You carry a kind of grace that makes every other woman fade into background noise. You're a storm in a room full of whispers. When you walk in, even beauty itself bows down. You make perfection look like it's trying too hard. Every other woman looks like a copy of something that once mattered. But you are the original sin I can't resist. There's something about the way you exist, effortlessly, that makes every other woman seem rehearsed. I've met beautiful women before, but you have a mind that destroys illusions and a heart that terrifies angels. Every other woman tries to impress. You just are. And somehow, that's what breaks me the most. You ruined my ability to be impressed by anyone else. You made ordinary feel like a punishment. The way you look at me rewrites the standards of attraction. Now, nothing less than your fire feels alive. Every other woman feels like filler now, like something to pass time until your name crosses my mind again. You don't compete, you redefine the game. Every other woman is still trying to catch up to your silence. I used to admire many women until I met you. Now admiration feels like betrayal. There's something about your energy that makes everyone else blend into the background. You stand where light learns to kneel. You've ruined me for surface level love. Now I crave depth, chaos, and the kind of truth only you carry. You don't walk into rooms. You shift realities. Every other woman just exists. You haunt. You made me realize that attraction isn't about looks. It's about presence. And yours is divine. When you speak, I forget what beauty means, because your voice turns the definition into something else entirely. Every woman tries to look beautiful. You just breathe, and the world falls silent. You don't even try, and that's what makes you dangerous. You're everything effortless women pretend to be. I can't help it. Every other woman feels like static when you're the symphony my soul was waiting for. You made me addicted to something that isn't even physical. Your aura has me enslaved. You turned beauty into an afterthought. Now I crave your mind, your silence, your contradictions. I've kissed lips that were soft, but none that carried meaning until you. Every other woman seems artificial now. You made authenticity the most seductive thing alive. I stopped chasing pretty faces after I saw what real power looks like in your eyes. You don't need validation, and that's what makes you unforgettable. You've rewritten my definition of desire. It's no longer about skin, it's about your soul's temperature. I didn't know confidence could look like mercy until I watched you forgive people who tried to dim your light. You have a kind of danger that doesn't shout, it whispers. And every whisper makes my heart obey. You've ruined my appetite for mediocrity. Now I crave only what feels rare, raw, and real. Every other woman talks about being different. You just exist, and the world confirms it for you. You make even silence seductive. Every breath you take feels like it carries meaning. You are the kind of woman people spend lifetimes trying to understand, but never survive loving. I didn't fall for your looks. I fell for the chaos behind your calm. Every other woman looks loud compared to the quiet strength you carry in your eyes. You made me realize beauty isn't a look, it's a presence that stops time. You have this terrifying mix of elegance and danger, like a flame that doesn't know it burns. Every other woman tries to be desirable. You just exist, and desire becomes inevitable. You made love feel like war, and somehow I volunteered to lose. You have this rare energy. You make everyone feel small without even trying. Every other woman reminds me how impossible it is to find another you. You didn't just raise my standards, you demolished them, rebuilt them, and set fire to the old world. You don't seek attention, you command it by simply breathing. Every time I see you, I feel like I'm witnessing art, alive, untamed, and never repeated. You make confidence look poetic, and power look like grace in disguise. Every other woman feels predictable now. You're the unexpected that ruined my calm. You are the storm people warn me about, and still, I'd walk straight into you every time. You made me crave silence, because only in silence can I feel you completely. Every other woman feels like an echo. You are the original sound. You turned my curiosity into obsession and my peace into a craving I can't quit. Every other woman feels like fiction. You're the truth that makes lies lose their meaning. You're not the kind of woman a man gets over. You're the kind he measures his whole life against. Every other woman tries to impress. You just are, and somehow that's enough to ruin me. You make existence itself look divine, as if God spent extra time sculpting your spirit. You carry an energy that makes every other woman look like a trial version of something divine. Every time I look at you, I forget what attraction means, because it's no longer a choice, it's gravity. You made me stop noticing other women. Their beauty feels borrowed compared to the way you own yours. You make confidence look like a soft weapon, quiet but deadly enough to ruin my peace. Every other woman talks about self-worth, but you are the definition of it. You turned admiration into obsession, and now every other woman feels irrelevant. You don't try to be special. That's what makes you unforgettable. Every other woman dresses to impress. You breathe, and the world falls into silence. You made me realize that no one else even comes close. Not in looks, not in energy, not in soul. You have this rare magic, the kind that turns heads without moving a muscle. Every other woman looks predictable now. You're the mystery that ruined my logic. You've made me blind to beauty unless it carries your name. Every other woman tries to sparkle. You burn. You don't follow trends. You are the trend they can't replicate. You made me forget what ordinary feels like. Now everything else just feels unfinished. Every other woman is an echo. You're the sound that silence envies. You walk like poetry that never needed editing. You make chaos look elegant, and that's why I can't look away. Every other woman feels like noise. You're the calm that makes it all fade. You made me addicted to your presence. Even your absence feels louder than their existence. Every other woman plays the game. You are the game, and I willingly lose. You've got that kind of glow that makes angels jealous and sinners obsessed. Every other woman tries to prove her worth. You simply exist, and that's proof enough. You make beauty seem lazy because what you have can't be learned or copied. Every other woman reminds me of how rare you are, like lightning that never strikes twice. You have this dangerous calm, the kind that keeps me up at night, wondering what you'll destroy next. Every other woman feels temporary now. You're carved into permanence. You made me crave presence more than touch. Your energy feels physical. Every other woman could undress, but none could undo me the way you do. You carry yourself like someone who's seen heaven but chose to walk among mortals. Every other woman reminds me that you're not just beautiful, you're necessary. You don't speak to impress, you speak to awaken. And every word ruins my calm. Every other woman tries to hold attention. You hold souls. You made me allergic to shallow. Now I crave depth and danger. Every other woman decorates rooms. You own them by just standing still. You have a way of existing that makes perfection feel overrated. Every other woman feels like a lesson. You're the exam I keep failing on purpose. You don't compete for love. Love bends toward you naturally, and every other woman reminds me that you're not like them. You're not even from the same world. You turned my taste into loyalty. Now no one else even registers. Every other woman chases validation. You carry it in your silence. You made me believe that beauty was never about appearance. It was about impact. Every other woman could walk by unnoticed now. You've stolen my sense of normal. You carry both peace and danger in equal measure, and that balance is intoxicating. Every other woman feels like daylight. You're the midnight that owns my thoughts. You've ruined simplicity. Now I crave complexity that only you bring. Every other woman is easy to forget. You're branded into memory. You don't flirt. You exist. And that's enough to cause chaos. Every other woman reminds me how untouchable you truly are. You turned attraction into worship, and I'm not even ashamed. Every other woman has beauty. You have power. You make the divine feel visible, as if heaven borrowed your face for inspiration. Every other woman's charm feels forced. Yours feels like nature reclaiming balance. You're not the kind of woman men get over. You're the kind they orbit for life. Every other woman makes me grateful because none of them are you. You carry your pain like jewelry, and somehow that makes you radiant. Every other woman feels predictable. You're the chaos that makes life addictive. You don't need to prove anything, and that's why you already won. Every other woman tries to attract attention. You attract devotion. You made me realize something terrifying. Once a man knows a woman like you, peace is impossible.